do that? Why would that do that? My phone is starting to bother me. 808. It wants to dial the number before I put in the last 4 digits. I don't know what's going on here. It's done it twice. 239. Watch. See, it's trying to be smart. No, it's trying to be smart and call the last number that I dialed that has 239 in the number.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't want it to do that. I don't know how to get out of that mode. Let's see, it's coming up with that. It needs to get out of here.
You don't mind?
27280. Let me try it this way. 8086. I think I got it. Now it says no results.
Yeah, there's not in your book.
Yeah, I'm not going to add it to in my directory. You want to call it?
Yeah. Get over to the pad. There you go.
Thank you. I hate these electronic things that think they're smarter than me.
Hello.
Hello, is this Lisa?
Yes, it is.
Lisa, this is Pat Ritchie with the Property Tax Assessment Board.
Hi, how are you?
Oh, we're great. How are you?
I'm good. I'm good.
Okay, so we'd like to talk to you about your appeal on the house in Clinton.
Okie dokie.
Okay, I have you on speaker. I have the board with me. I have some things I need to read for the record, and then we'll get started. Okay?
All right.
I'm going to lay the phone down, and hopefully you can hear us. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, this is an administrative hearing being held on October 22nd, 2025 in the Vermilion County Courthouse. This hearing is being recorded and will be made public via the county's YouTube channel. This hearing is being conducted pursuant to the laws of the state of Indiana as found in Indiana Code 6-1.1-1-1. This hearing is being held in the manner of petition number 83-002-25-0-5-00018. And the parcel number is 83-13-222-211-046.000-002. The property location is 1021 South 3rd Street, Clinton, Indiana. The assessment year under appeal is 2025. Does everyone here agree with that's the correct year?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. I didn't mention Paige Kilgore is also with us, okay?
Okay. Hi, Paige. Hello.
Okay, so looking at the property record card, the current assessment is land $13,100, the improvement $195,700, total assessment $208,800. My name is Pat Ritchie, and I will be conducting this hearing. Every effort is made to keep the hearing limited to 20 minutes. Each side will be given an opportunity to present comments or evidence in support. Our PTABOA is allowed to ask questions to each side. A decision may be made today or taken under advisement and determination made at a later date. The following persons are here representing the PTABOA: myself, Pat Ritchie, as president, Sandra Whitaker, and Brad Ringwald. Will you identify yourself, please?
Lisa Smith.
Lisa, and person representing the county, will you identify yourself?
Paige Kilgore.
Okay. Do you solemnly swear or affirm that the testimony you are about to give us is the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
I do.
I do.
Thank you. So, Lisa, I have a quick question for you. Does your mom live at this home or does somebody else live there?
My mother. It's actually her house.
Okay,
I bought it and it's in my name, but she paid the payments.
okay,
But legally, I guess it's mine. So we did a land contract thing. So she's buying it off of me on a land contract.
okay. So the board, we were discussing exemptions. Does your mom get exemptions on it as far
I
as?
think she does. I'm not really sure. 'Cause Vermilion County or Indiana is way different than Florida where I'm at. So I
Right,
had to do like a bunch of research on how you guys do your taxes because they're not at all how we do ours.
right. And
Um,
things do change. I know with the auditor and as far as ownership, you know.
Right. But
Your
she
mom's
did
name,
she went and filed it a long time ago with the land contract. So I
okay.
think she's getting exemptions.
Okay, we just want to make sure because that does benefit her quite a bit. I don't know her
Right.
age, you know, there's a over 65 deduction and of course the homestead deduction.
And
So-
your homestead is 48,000, correct? Or
Yeah.
60%.
Yes, 48,000,
a little bit.
yeah.
Is that,
Now, the way I read it, it's or 60%, whichever is less. Is that correct?
Right,
Okay.
but there's also a supplemental that goes with that on the remaining value assessment after the 48,000 comes off, so.
Is that like for her being 65 and over?
No, that's just
Oh.
part of the homestead.
Oh, okay. All right.
so as far as the over 65, you could talk to the auditor's office and see if she would
Yeah,
qualify
that's
for
fine.
that. But they'll be glad to work with you on that and let you know what needs to be done if she
Okay.
does qualify. We've looked at the card. I'm gonna turn this over to you. We did get the photographs that you sent to
Okay.
Paige. We've reviewed them. So we see that there's some things going on in the home that we need to
Yeah.
consider. So go ahead and tell us a little more about it. if you
Okay,
would.
so my mom has lived there. I don't even know how far to go into this. I have a very dysfunctional family. So when my dad died, they lived on South 7th Street or on North 7th Street, right next to the creek. And it
Okay,
flooded all the time.
okay,
So, and my dad's the one that dealt with that. So she couldn't do that by herself. That's why, and she couldn't get a loan. That's why I bought the house so that she would have some place to live. So, and it had just been redone. It was really nice. And I don't know. There's been no upkeep done at all in all these years. I mean, they call me when things happen and I help them fix it. Like we had to dig up the water pipe in the yard because it had a leak, and I guess we're responsible for that. Just different things like that I've helped. We just put a roof on the garage because it was leaking. But raccoons have taken over the garage. They've completely destroyed it. So there's no site or there's no insulation in it. It's all been pulled out. There's trees grown up inside the siding. I don't know what it is there. A lot of houses have these trees grown up in their siding. I don't know what it is. I've tried when I was there to get them out. I cut them, but and I only go there every couple of years or once every year. And it's just, there's no upkeep.
Is there a living area above the garage?
There is, but it's not livable.
So was it ever used as living area? Was there a bathroom in it? No.
Yeah, there's a bathroom. Yeah, my sister stayed up there. My brother stayed up there. You know, a couple different people that didn't have anywhere to live stayed up there.
Okay.
And the whole house, they're hoarders. I mean, literally, have you seen Hoarders show? Yeah,
Yeah.
they're hoarders. So all of them. I don't understand. My whole family is hoarders. And I do not even have a coffee table in my house. Nothing. I have nothing where anything can be stacked because I have issues with hoarding. So, I mean, when I look at this, okay, so I'm looking at the taxes here, and the way I figure it, so back in 2022, she had it 142,000. It went up, let me see, wasn't very much. It was like 3%, and then the next year it went up like 7%, and then the next year it went up like, it went up 3%, and then it went up 7%, and this time it went up 32%. Now, I've looked at a lot of houses that's for sale and that's been sold, and houses that are in line with her are anywhere near $200,000. They're like 150, 140. They all come out to between $60 and $70 a square foot. Hers, the way she's got it at $208,000, comes to $103 a square foot.
Okay, you do
Yeah.
realize there's a lot of value there in the garage.
No, there's not.
Well, I mean, by the assessment and what we're looking at,
Oh, yeah.
rather
well,
than just
there's-
looking at the house.
Yeah, well, there's not. The garage is a piece of crap.
Okay,
And when my brother lived there, he had like 6 dogs. It's still got the same carpet.
this is in the home, not the garage.
Yeah.
In the
No,
home.
this is the garage.
In the
Oh,
garage.
okay, okay.
whole
Back to the
thing-
house. Did I read that you don't have, the house doesn't have a working furnace or?
No,
Okay.
no, it doesn't, and I don't have the money to replace it. I mean, I don't know what to do. I'm so like over all of this. I've got 5 brothers and sisters that live there, and nobody does. Well, my brother, he does try. One of my brothers does try, but it's so overwhelming. And then when I look at this for $208,000, I'm just like, there's no way. Let's be fair. At $147,000, it would be $70 a square foot. She came down to $189,000. That's still $90 a square foot.
Okay.
And there's a house that sold. Let's see this one here. 559 South 4th Street. It's a 3-2. Has a really nice 2-car garage. It's 2,264 square feet. The house sold for $168,000. Its assessment was $135,400.
She only has the house assessed at $115,000. The rest of that for the improvements, the garage, is at
There's no
$80,000.
improvement, so that's what I don't understand.
The state of Indiana uses the word improvements. It's anything that's setting on the land. It doesn't mean that you've improved anything. It's the
Well,
structure.
that garage has been there this whole time.
And it's been assessed the whole time.
Okay, so why
So
did
in
it
that
go
100
up 32% in
Well,
1 year?
they put in new cost tables for everything, the house and the garage. Those new cost tables made them go up. And
Well,
that's what
I
we gotta look at.
understand.
But when you do the square footage with the assessment, you're taking into the garage too. And the house square footage, the house assessment only is $115,200. So the square footage of the house is not the $90 that you're saying, because
Well, you're putting it all together, so I have to put it all together. I don't have a choice but to do that.
Well, I understand, but I wanted you to understand that the houses you're looking at, to
Well, this
compare
one has a
them,
really
and the
nice
square,
2-car garage.
are they attached?
No, and neither is ours.
Okay.
What was the address of that one that you said? Was it on?
559 South 4th.
You want me to go get those cards? I can have.
I've got a bunch here. I wrote down a
I know,
bunch.
I got
I
them.
know you
I
sent
got
us
them.
a list of several,
Oh, I've got more. I've got more that's just sold recently.
Okay, well, I'll tell you what, Sandy, if you want to just wait a second. We're taking all this under advisement. We're looking at this, we're looking at everything you've given us. What we will do, is there anything else you can tell us about the property? Several people live there, right? Your family? You said brothers?
Yeah, about my mom, my sister, well, there's 7 kids left.
Okay,
And I think some other girl lives there too. My niece, who's homeless, comes in and out.
one thing you might consider, you asked Paige, if she knew of anyone that might work with the furnace and all. You might call Community Action of Western Indiana.
Community Action.
I don't know if they can help or not, but you can give them an opportunity, tell them your situation. What we're looking at, though, is the assessed value of the property, and we're gonna compare it to other properties that have sold. We're gonna consider the condition of the home and the garage.
Now, I know when I looked up, you guys do market value in use.
That's
Mhm.
correct.
Yes.
So you have 3 different things. You have your cost approach, you have your sales comparison approach, or you
Exactly.
have your income approach, which the
Exactly.
income approach doesn't apply. So which one do you guys use? Do you use the cost approach or do
Yes.
you use the sales comparison approach?
Both.
Actually, both.
We use the cost right out of the gate.
Right.
That's what we use to begin with.
The
And that's
cost
our-
approach.
and that's
So
our price.
explain that one to me because it sounds value of land vacant plus depreciated cost new of the improvements. The words just don't go together, so it's very confusing.
Do you want to explain it, Paige? I mean, we start with the cost of the approach, the cost approach. What is it?
Yeah,
What does
and
it
that's what
take
it
to
says.
build
It
a
says
home?
value of land vacant plus
That's the
depreciated
land.
cost new of the improvements.
That's the cost approach.
That is the
Yeah,
cost approach.
But
And
what's that mean? Land value of land vacant plus
much is the
depreciated cost
if the-
new of the improvements.
the land was vacant, how much would it be worth? If the land has
Okay.
utilities tied to it, how much is it worth? We take all that into consideration when we do a land order. We're required by law to do one time, at least one time in a 4-year cycle.
So
Because
what
of the
you're
way-
saying, you go, okay, the land was worth 13.1. Now, if we built a brand new 2,000 square foot house there,
That
it
land is
would be
still gonna
worth-
be 13.1.
Mhm.
no, I'm saying that now the house.
Oh, well, then we're gonna reconstruct the cost approach to.
So you guys like pretend each piece of land, like you're building a brand new house and putting it on there? Am I understanding that
That's
right?
how we start.
Yes, that's the
how
start.
we start. And then we apply depreciation,
Based on
Now,
that.
whose perception of depreciation though?
the state of Indiana.
And how do they assess that?
Contract with the Marshall and Core Logic, when they do the cost tables, I believe is how all of that.
But I mean, okay, so I understand. Now, we all know what Clinton looks like, right? All the houses were built in 1900. They're all a 2-bedroom, 1 bath, pretty much. They're all wood frame old homes. So you guys pretend like it's got a brand new house on it? When these homes are 130 some years old?
That's
I
where
mean,
they
that
pick
just-
up the depreciation,
So, but that's what I'm asking. How do you do the depreciation?
based
You
on
don't-
the age of the house and the condition.
Okay, well, mom's house is 115 years old and the condition is deplorable.
Okay.
So I don't see where you're getting all of this. I really don't. That's why I'm just trying to figure it out. It seems like almost like a gimmick when you say she's had $50,000 in improvements this year, when If anything, she's had $25,000 in depreciations.
Okay. We can take that into consideration. Your opinion is just
Well,
that.
it's not my opinion, it's my truth, because I know what the house looks like. You're more than welcome to go over there and walk through it if you want.
Is your contract with your mother, is that recorded?
Yes.
Okay.
So, I mean, I've done a lot of research too. I've spent quite a bit of time going through and figuring out how you guys do your taxes, and you know, and I know that, and I started thinking about it yesterday, and I'm like, does it really matter? Does it really matter? Because your taxes can only go up 1%, correct?
It caps at 1% of the assessed value. It caps. It's not what it goes up 1%. It caps at 1% of the assessed value. And that's another tricky question.
And I'd like to add to that, and this is Paige, that because the state of Indiana chooses to use mass appraisal as its means to come up with an assessment, does not mean that everybody's going to fit perfectly into that system. There will be outliers. I will agree, and I think that this home is overassessed. I knew that without seeing the pictures, but I needed something to substantiate.
Well, I don't want to be an outlier.
Well, nobody wants to be an outlier, but that's why we
Well,
have the
some
appeal.
people won't do anything about it, and they'll just do it.
Well,
But
you know,
I can't.
that's their prerogative. We're here to try and help and not be the enemy.
Okay, well, that's good.
We're working
And,
to
you know,
keep it.
I just want to be fair about it.
And so
And
do
that's what we
That's
want.
what we want.
Okay, well,
And that's why
And
we're
we're-
very glad that you brought this to our attention, and we want to work with it to make it fair and to make it equitable.
well, you know what bothers me about the whole thing is, and this is just me, and it's just the type of person I am. I feel sorry for all the other people that have been unfairly assessed this year, because they're going to be hurting when it's tax time. Because if mom's house is assessed so bad, so is everybody else's. Because you said something, they just put some new thing in this year. And some people just don't know how to do this. They don't know how to go up and stick up for themselves like this. They don't know what to do. So when they, you know, I don't know. It's kind of like a not fair thing to people that don't understand what's going on. So,
Okay, Lisa, can I ask you, in the note, I'm seeing that, you know, if the trees are removed from the garage and you're able to get it fixed, do you think the value would be $140,000? But I'm reading where you think right now, today, she would be lucky to get $100,000 for it. Am I reading that correctly?
now my husband said that I was probably off on that. He said, Lisa, she could probably get, just because the size of the house and the garage, just that it's there, she could probably get $135,000 for the house.
Okay.
And I said, I don't think so. And he said, yes, she could. She could get 135 as it sits right now.
Okay. But
And I
now
was
you
like,
have not
okay.
had an opinion from a broker or a real estate agent here, have you?
No, I don't even know any.
Appraiser.
An
I
appraiser?
need to have somebody do a quick deed thing so I can get it signed over in her name. And I had a guy up on Mulberry, a lawyer that was going to do it. And then when I came, the place is closed.
Oh,
Lisa, is the mortgage in your name?
Yes. Well, there is no mortgage anymore. It's
Oh,
paid off.
okay.
okay.
Yeah, that would be the best thing you could do.
I know, but I don't know how to do it. I don't know how to get somebody to do it for
Henry
me.
can do it.
Is he still open? Is Henry still
Mhm.
open? Okay, Henry Anthony on Main Street, I'm hearing, he could help you.
I called every lawyer in Clinton, and the only one that acted like they would help me was on Mulberry. But when I went up
Is
to
that
where
Thomas?
it was, there's nobody there anymore.
And
Henry
Thomas,
would do it, cause he's a real estate attorney.
but if she's called him, I don't know what to tell you.
I'll try again.
Either that or check in Terre Haute.
Yeah.
You know, check, in Terre Haute. Oh, what I did, I took just the land and the single-family home, and I looked at those two values, and that's taking the garage out, and it's $128,300. That was what Sandy was mentioning, the value of that garage. We've got a lot there in value.
Why would the garage be worth so much?
Because it has that living area above
The
it.
living
Square
area,
footage.
Oh, yeah, well.
yeah. That, it does make a huge difference when you.
It did have an okay living area above it, but it's not been taken care of, so.
Right. Okay, do you have any other questions or concerns for us?
No, that's it.
Paige, do you have anything to add?
No.
Okay, so basically the board will take everything you've given us under consideration. We will make a determination, and you'll be notified in writing of that determination on a Form
like an
115.
email?
No, it will come by mail, and I understand you are in Florida, so we'll make
Yes.
sure that you get the
Yeah, I
copy of
didn't
that
get any
determination.
notifications about any of this stuff
Right.
until last week when they called me to remind me about this meeting. I'm like, I have no idea what you're even talking about.
It used to be to have the mailing address. Where would she need? Is that the treasurer's office?
No. Auditor's
Okay, so when you talk to the auditor, about exemptions for your mom and all, ask her about changing the mailing address. So
Well, it did have my mailing address on there.
right, I got that not on the property record card. I'm not seeing your mailing
This was
address.
the initial trouble, Lisa. Because the mailing address is Clinton, everything autofills to Clinton. It was my fault that I didn't catch from your appeal that you requested stuff to be sent to Florida.
Oh, okay.
So if
All right.
that was
So
the
do I
problem.
need to ask for a specific person at the assessor's office?
No, it's the auditor's office.
Oh, auditor's office.
I think whoever
think-
answers the phone can.
Well, are you responsible for the taxes, Lisa?
Yes.
You are? Okay.
No, what did you say?
Are you responsible for the tax payment?
Well, I pay it. I shouldn't be responsible for it.
So
but,
you want the tax bill to come to you?
yeah, that would be nice.
Then you need to talk to the auditor.
Okay.
Until you can get the deed done like you're wanting to do and get it in your mother's name, then you need to let her know to send those to Florida.
Okay.
Okay?
All right. Okay, well, thank you guys very much. I appreciate you taking the time.
Okay, Lisa, so we're going to consider that our hearing is concluded, and you will be notified by us of our decision. And you can appeal it to the IBTR if you disagree with that. And
Okay.
that information
Alright.
is also on that notice, how to do that.
Okay.
Thank you
Alright.
so much.
Thank you so much.
Okay.
Bye-bye.
Bye.